I want to try a simple thought experiment. Imagine an anthropologist drops into the United States for 1 week and is asked, what does this society worship? They wouldn't need to read our founding documents or watch news clips. They just need to look at where our attention goes. And on the heels of another moral grandstanding highlight reel at this year's Grammy Awards, somewhere between 125 and 130 million Americans will band together for the single most attended Sunday ritual in the country by a massive margin: the Super Bowl. On the other hand, weekly church attendance in the United States sits at roughly 15 to 20%, which is around 50 to 65 million people. And that number's generous. Somehow it feels even more bizarre when you say it out loud. More people will gather to consume product and gambling advertisements created with artificial intelligence than to worship the creator of the universe. Now, regardless of my personal opinions surrounding grown men wearing other grown men's names on their back, this isn't an argument against football or entertainment in general. After all, entertainment is necessary for a well-rounded life, but when consumed in moderation, which we as a country most certainly do not. And on top of that, we seem to be doing everything we can to distract ourselves from any trace of transcendent thought, with celebrity opinions regarded higher than sacred scripture, and excessive materialistic consumption as a badge of social progress. As a result, we end up valuing only what is visible, profitable, and gratifying to our senses. Now, mirror this with a culture centered on true virtue, it would demand the exact opposite. Silence to sit in the peace of our Creator, self-sacrifice to love our neighbors as Christ loved us, and most importantly, cooperation with an objective standard of morality, not just appealing to our fleeting personal preferences. Obviously, these two formations can't coexist comfortably. That's why news stories that require even the slightest moral seriousness never really break out of niche internet circles, even if they get a few hours on legacy news. Take, for example, the revelations surrounding a particular set of files that were released last week that implicate some very famous people in some very dicey situations. Now, regardless of your political leanings, the 3 million files we currently have access to require us to confront with 100% certainty some very uncomfortable truths. Powerful people who engage in behavior ordered towards sense gratification rather than self-sacrifice are protected by the systems that we choose to ignore because we too are obsessive in our own pursuit of sense gratification. And I'm not gonna lie, it does make me wonder if there's any way we could have seen this coming. Interesting. Now, all of this isn't because we're stupid, at least not all the time. It's because we as a society have become overwhelmingly decadent and, by extension, overwhelmingly nihilistic. Well, that and the fact that we don't really read books anymore. So, the question I'd like to leave you with is not whether you choose to watch the Super Bowl or Olympics, or whether you choose to go to church. It's not an either-or proposition. It's about what is your life ordered toward. Because our priorities aren't revealed by what we claim to value, but by what we consistently choose when everything is competing for our attention. And a society that chooses entertainment over transcendence shouldn't be surprised when it loses its sense of meaning. Now, I'm looking forward to what y'all are going to have to say about all this in the comments. But till next time, peace be with you.